Hi, my name is Theresa and I'm going to use Scribble to edit a article of how the Patriot Act works by Ed Grabanowski, which is an important fact. And it was made in 2011, so let's highlight that. Let's get started. The Patriot Act is a U.S. law passed in the wake of September 11, 2001 terrorist attacks. So, this September 11 is 9/11, which is when they attacked the Twin Towers in New York City. In New York. And then the passing and renewal of the Patriot Act has been extremely controversial, meaning there has been a lot of fights about it, and I want to highlight that because meaning that the Patriot Act has been very controversial. Supporters claim that it's been instrumental in a number of investigations and arrests of terrorists, while critics counter the act. The act gives the government too much power, threatens civil liberties, and undermines the very democracy it seeks to protect. Undermine, I'm not sure, I know what that word means, but I'm not sure how it's used. And also the word instrumental, I'm not sure how they're using it in this. Let's take a look at what the Patriot Act is, the support and criticism behind it, and if the Patriot Act is really working. Well, this whole first paragraph is pretty much telling us that it's introducing us to the Patriot Act and what's its flaws. But it will take right here when it says let's take a look at what it is and how is it really working. So this is gonna take a more deeper meaning into the Patriot Act. And Miss Cox told us that these two, number one, number two, are for footnotes. So let's go all the way to the bottom and look at the footnotes. 1. The law was passed in 2001, then revised and approved again in 2006. I am very confused with that because I'm confused with that because if the law was passed in 2001, it should have already been good, but it wasn't, and that's why they had to approve it and revise it again in 2006. And then number 2, civil liberties are a person's basic rights like freedom of speech. This is true. Civil liberties, but I'm not really sure how these words are being used, so I'm gonna write it in red again because I'm not really sure how it's being used. And then let's go to the next paragraph. We were here. Title 2 is just one section of the bill. It allows the interception of communications, which I'm not sure how this, if they're related to terrorist activities, and allows law enforcement agencies to share information related to terrorist activities with federal authorities. I'm pretty confused of all this first sentence here. I'm not gonna highlight it, but I'm really confused about it. But I think hopefully the next sentence will help. Title 2 also allows delayed notification of search warrants, meaning a suspect's house could be searched while the suspect isn't present, and the suspect would not be notified of the search until after it was carried out. This surprises me a lot because I really don't like this. I think people should have a right to their. I think people should have a right to knowing who and when and where they're searching. I mean, who and when is searching their house, not after the fact or not before the fact. So I think that's very important. Let me get my legend out, and I put yellow is in facts. Oops. Yellow is facts. Oops.
And then inside the door, it says these are her favorite movies.
The blue is
more information about it.
This is just actually I can change the blue to yellow because it's also an important fact.
I just think I have too much.
These are important facts. They're important facts. So this I can take off. I do not know how. Well, it's pretty much the same as facts, so we put facts there. The red one is what I don't get. I don't know. The blue is interesting.
The 50 most popular websites. The one site that installed the most was dictionary.com. The visit to dictionary.com resulted in 234 characters being installed.
These are very interesting.
11 of those were installed by dictionary.com.
And then the
I don't know if that's
blue is Steam.
And I'm going to type 9 of that 4 back. I'm probably
things that are not right.
Say that.
Let's continue.
Don't know your name.
And let's hide this.
But my feelings is if they
hide it. The Patriot Act has come under fire for a number of reasons. So this right here, this whole first sentence is referring to how the Patriot Act is controversial. So it was passed very quickly, just over a month after 9/11, the terrorist attacks on the Twin Towers, and Congress spent very little time reading and debating it. This is an important fact because our Congress, we trust them, and they should, we as people of America trust them, so they should have spent more time debating it and reading it. Let's continue. By some accounts, less than 48 hours passed between the presentation of the bill's final wording and the law passing in both houses of Congress, leading to some doubt whether many members of Congress actually read the lengthy and complex bill. This is a very this is very interesting. This is very interesting to me because our Congress, wrong color. Our Congress really spending all the time that they need, or are they just lacking? I think something should be done about that. Let's continue. There are fears that the Patriot Act reduces or removes many of the civil liberties enjoyed in the United States and guaranteed by the Constitution. I'm not sure what this means, especially that it civil liberties. Not interesting. I mean, it's red. I mean, I'm gonna undo this. I mean, redo that and undo that. And I'm gonna highlight red, civil liberties, because I don't know what that means. Enjoyed in the United States and guaranteed by the Constitution. The right to privacy, not specifically mentioned in the Constitution, but supported by numerous Supreme Court decisions. Okay, that's fine. And I don't really think this needs any, I don't even mention anything because it means that, like, the Constitution, it's not in the Constitution, but many Supreme Court leaders and high up there people have agreed to it. So the right to privacy is good, and freedom from unreasonable searches and seizures are the most notable infringements due to the expansion of the government's ability to conduct wiretaps and perform searches without notification. This is wrong. I don't think this should be done because it violates the amendment about searches and seizures, which we're learning in government. So, and then here's another footnote. So, a wiretap is a secret monitoring of telephone or internet communication. I already knew that. So, I don't need to put nothing, but I would like to put it's interesting to me. So, highlight it in blue. Highlight it in blue. Actually, I'm gonna highlight the whole first sentence. There. Oh, and I forgot the T. Okay. And we're done.